welcome to the motherfucking 3M Boys episode. What episode is this, Gene? Episode 15?
15!
So many goddamn episodes, 15. I already forgot what episode number we on. But anyways, we got Gene in the motherfucking building. We got Robert in the motherfucking building. And we got the one and only Drewster in the motherfucking building.
In the dark.
In the dark, as usual.
Dark. At least he's not in the khaki now.
Most importantly, it's Andres' fucking birthday, so happy birthday, Andres.
Happy birthday, Andres! We're
We
sad you're not here, but we're happy you're celebrating.
And getting laid.
Yo.
I was gonna say getting his dick sucked, but I didn't want to say.
Be respectable to that man and his women.
He's a man slayer. He's getting his dick sucked on his birthday.
All right. So, anyways, happy birthday, Andres.
Happy birthday.
We hope you have a good one, man. I know you will. We love you. But how was y'all boys this week?
I'm gonna start it off because I need to get this off because as many people know throughout the episodes, y'all been on my back about it, so I gotta let out. I finally made it official with my women.
Hey, congratulations,
Today's
man.
the day, 1/21/21.
21.
I waited because today's a cool ass day, 1/21/21.
That is.
Might as well get a cool date.
idea, man.
Tell the people how you did it, man.
All right, you want to know how I did it? All right. So, my girlfriend, she's Dominican, and as many people fucking know or probably don't know, Dominicans, their main shit is plátano, fucking green plantains for the non-Spanish speakers. So I bought a bunch of fucking plátanos, right? And I spelled out be mine.
I'm really liking this a lot, dude.
Holy shit.
You better have made her the best Tostones in the world.
A little bit of
after
racism.
Bro, she loves plátano. This girl literally, like, she cries over plátano. Like, she loves this shit. Like, sprinkle a little racist on it. I'm not racist.
How you know
Bro.
you care.
So, she loves plátano, and I was like, okay, so, like, what do I do? How do I ask her out cute? Because she hasn't been asked out cute. I was like, I gotta ask her out cute. And I was thinking, all right, so, like, what? I make her a sign? Like, you know, what, flowers? I was like, nah. What does she really love? She loves plátanos, man. She can make mangú, tostones. She can make so many shit with that. You know how many? I took 2 trips to Sedanos today.
Did you make
So,
her
on my
any
first trip-
plátano-based dish that night?
Bro, dude, guess how many fucking plátanos I bought?
How many?
In total, about 47.
How is she gonna cook all them plátanos in time before they
Bro, they're
fucking go
still
bad,
here.
bro? You better
She
cook some
took a bag
plátanos.
of like 5. She took a bag of 5, and I'm stuck with a shitload of plátanos. This weekend we're making mangú and shit here because I don't know what to do with them. So my first trip to Sedanos, because I grabbed a piece of paper and I drew plátanos as the lettering, like bubbled, so
You
I
made,
could
like,
get
little
an
moons?
estimate.
Oh, so you can like kind of
Yeah, I
shape
had to
it.
get yeah, like I was like boom, 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 be mine or whatever. So when I went to the store, originally in my head I was like, all right, 36 is the number. So I show up and literally I take mostly the whole section in Sedanos was gone of green plátanos because I took it. I literally was there. I was like,
You deprived the
6,
people of Hialeah
6.
of their plátanos.
Bro,
Oh, the
no
Dominicans
lie, they were
really
looking.
love plátanos.
I saw 2 people look at me funny.
Of course,
But
man.
the cash register lady was looking at me when I had 36 plátanos, nothing but plátano. I didn't
I would
buy
have been pissed at you.
no ingredients. I just bought bananas. I put them bitches there. She scanned it. I came back home. Bro, let me tell you, we fucking put the B, the E, the M, and
You
then
didn't
it
have
became
enough
be me.
plátanos.
It wasn't enough. It said be me. And be me did not make the right impression.
And you went back to Sedan. There's the
I
same
had to
Sedan.
go back, bro.
Dude,
I had to-
imagine
and I
working there
told
and be
my
like,
sister-
what the fuck? That wasn't
Bro, I
enough
told-
plátanos for you? What the
I told
fuck
my
you
sister,
doing?
I was like, I'm not going to the same cash
I would have
register.
not
I
gone
can't.
to the same.
I can't go to the same cash. No, I went to the
no.
same Sedanos, but I didn't go to the same cash register.
How did
I
they have
was
enough
gonna-
plátanos? Didn't you take all the fucking plátanos the first trip?
I mean, yeah, you know, I thought if I get the same lady, she'll literally look at me like
What the
36
fuck?
wasn't enough. And I don't know, I wouldn't know what the excuse to tell her why I'm buying so many fucking, out of all things, green
You
plantains.
tell her to mind her
Just told her
goddamn
your
business.
girlfriend's Dominican, dude. That's it.
Yeah, I should have just said that my girlfriend's Dominican. Fuck it. So yeah, that's how I asked her out.
She would've
I
laughed.
wrote on the floor through banana, be mine.
Be
And
mine.
now she is 1/21/21.
121.
Congratulations, man. That was
Thanks,
quite the
man.
love story.
Congrats. Round of applause.
It only took me, in actuality, 4 years to ask this girl out, but you know, whatever. Because I do know her for like 3-4 years already at this point. and it grew the balls. That should be a lesson, you motherfuckers. If you guys like someone, just fucking tell them. Don't fucking wait.
Yeah, man. Don't play the games.
Yeah, don't play the games. Look how long it took me to realize, yo, just tell that bitch straight up, I like you. Look how long it took me, but I got the cookie. Now you know the lesson. Yo, motherfuckers.
Boys, everyone is lonelier right now, so your odds,
ooh,
a little higher than you might realize.
Is that what she said? Yes.
Prey on their loneliness.
She obviously said yes because Gene is a fucking Chad and a half. But
and a half,
all of you listeners out there, right now, man, if you guys want to make a play, you guys want to make your damn move, just remember,
bitches be soaked out there.
People are fucking lonely.
Go get them.
Shit.
Lonely and bored.
Desperate as fuck right about now for some love, for some physical touch, man.
Yeah, physical touch is the shit.
Odds you're gonna get, man.
Just please make sure it's with.
I love me some physical touch. Anything new with you guys?
Well, yeah, this weekend me and Robert went to the skate park. Tell him, Robert.
Yeah, dude.
And Robert was popping ollies like it was goddamn.
Fucking shredding it, going
Tony
down
Hawk
all the
out
fucking
there.
ramps and shit.
Dude, Robert was fucking fearless out there.
Yeah, Robert is really fearless. He even went down the ramp sitting on the fucking board like a dum-dum. And his ass skied. I'm going to tell him, Robert.
That fucking flipped right off, dude. It was fun, though.
This fucking guy. And I told him, Robert,
immediately going down the ramp, immediately starts fucking going side to side because I'm not balanced at all, sitting down. And I just immediately just fucking toppled off the fucking shit.
I'm telling him, as he's sitting on, I'm like, Robert, it's not a good idea. He's like, I know. Probably not.
Dude, it was sick. Robert was shredding it, dude.
That you throw in the water and they bounce like that? That was Robert's ass off the skateboard. It went boop, boop, boop.
Skipping stones, I think they're called.
Yeah, skipping stones. That's exactly what Robert's ass did. Boop, boop. That was fucking fun. I need a real skateboard now.
Fucking made out of stone, dude. Stone ass.
Andrew, you should come with us next time, dude. The skateboard was pretty fun. Going down the ramps and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't go last time.
Not.
I overslept because I felt like fucking crap, basically. So.
Yeah, you slept too late.
Hmm?
You sick or something, or?
Yeah, I just felt really bad. Like I had a stomach ache and stuff. So, let me.
Got the Rona again, dude.
I feel you. I had one yesterday. Anything new with you, Andrew, besides your stomach aches?
Well, I guess I might as well mention this since all you guys are fucking getting honeys nowadays. I have.
Ooh, do you got some sugar?
I have a date on Saturday.
Damn.
Hell yeah, dude.
With a girl I've been talking to, one of two girls I've been talking to.
You just exposed yourself, son. If she watches this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not gonna listen to this. You think?
Fuck. But this is one thing people don't need to understand. I've said this to you guys all the time. You motherfuckers out there, dating is dating, all right? Look.
Yeah, it's true.
Dating is fucking dating. If you're on fucking Tinder or you're on any of these stupid ass swiping apps and you're talking to a girl, you best assume these fucking bitches have at least 7 other dudes in their DMs at a time, right? So it's up to you. It's up to you to fucking stand out and win. That's all it is. You have to go in assuming that's the case because, especially if you're meeting these girls over fucking dating apps, right? Especially.
Yeah.
It'd be tough out there.
You can't expect them to be faithful to just you.
You are nothing but a swipe at the end of the day, right? You are nothing more than a swipe, another fucking profile picture.
You're another body.
That's all you are, bro.
No, you're not, man. You're a king.
Another number.
When you're in this dating field, that's how you start off. So you have to work your way past that. But either way, even besides that, dating, that's how dating is. Most people don't.
Yeah, it's been like that for a while.
Even
before dating apps.
You're not date one person at a time. That's not how dating works.
Of course.
I think that's like a slight misconception. Not so much recently, but like probably like 5 to 10 years ago, especially, people would be
before the apps.
Yeah, people would get like really insulted if you're dating like more than one person at a time. And not even just dating, like talking to more than one person at a time, right?
Yeah, talking was more offensive.
Yeah, because now, like, I haven't even gone on a date. I haven't even gone on this date yet. This is going to be my first date with this girl. But I was talking to some other girl as well. But we'll see how that goes. But I decided to finally go on a date with this chick, and I'll be dating her on Saturday. And I have high hopes for it. To be fair, man. Like, to be honest, I've been talking to this girl for like fucking month now or something like that. Because like
exhausting already.
No, not like that, because I don't talk to a girl for like, especially online, right? Especially online.
Yeah.
I don't take that long to go on a date normally to like when I'm talking to a girl.
Andrew knows what's up, though.
Andrew's a straight shooter, man.
That's a fucking.
Andrew is a straight shooter. I've never been like that. I can't be like that. Andrew definitely is a straight shooter. I respect that.
It's a waste of time. Like, so, but again, nowadays it's obviously a little different.
Look at me wasting time
with coronavirus and like not for everyone, because I mean, you've known this girl in person. I'm saying this is more of like
no. I know it's different. It's completely different situations. It's completely different from like I know this girl, like I know her, than internet dating or a girl at the bar or whatever. You know, it's completely different.
Because I'm actually on the same page with you when you've known a girl for a really long time. Sometimes that could turn into something more, especially after years of knowing this person. Like you never know, man. People change a lot over years, you know.
It's true.
So that can change whether or not someone's like a suitable dating partner for you or whatever. But I'm saying like logically speaking, if you're dating online and you're like on these apps, don't waste your fucking time on this nonsense. This was kind of like a rare exception for me because I kind of stopped taking dating seriously this year because of the whole pandemic. Like I knew everyone was like just all talk on the internet. Like they just talk and get bored, and they've been like that's all they do, right?
A lot of people are just looking to talk to people, not really dating anybody.
And they're like, I'm not gonna actually date. I'm just bored because people are literally fucking bored all day most of the time.
I did the same shit, dude. Yeah. I went through the same shit in the beginning of quarantine. I was bored. I was bored.
Yeah, same.
So like usually if I'm talking to a girl for that long, it's very rare that like I hadn't already dated her. But this is a rare exception. I've been having fun talking to her. I have a very good feeling about this date personally. I think it's going to go very well. So
there you go, man. Speak that shit into existence.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. That's what I did with this girl. I spoke into existence. I'm like, I'm gonna get this
on my dates almost always. Like I really don't care. That's just
I barely go on them. So and what do you think are some of the red flags in dating, considering
now that you got to look for
a date now?
Number one.
Yeah, when you're talking to a girl,
I'm the master of this topic. Number one, I know the red flags because
I know the red flags. Andrew knows the red flags.
I've acknowledged red flags and I've taken them head on to challenge myself. All right?
So you saw the motherfucking red flag and you're like, nah, I want to see what the red flag really like.
It's like, this is a crazy bitch. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm one of the like when I was young, I kind of always live by this philosophy. I like learning things the hard way. Sometimes I feel like you learn very good lessons the hard way most of the time. Those are the best lessons you can learn. And I said, yo, you know what? People always say crazy bitches with these fucking major red flags or the fucking avoid these bitches like the plague. I remember a dress warned me about one. I said, I'm going in. I don't care. I'm going to find out for my goddamn self. And I did. And I regretted it. But not so much because I did learn the lesson I was aiming to learn. So one of the biggest, by default, I'm going to give you guys the biggest one. Never, ever, ever in your fucking lives date a girl who has gone through a recent breakup, ever.
Yeah, it's usually about it.
That's an interesting.
That's like the most. That's the most. Dude, I'm telling you, like some might say that like when you're thinking recent, you're probably thinking a couple months. I'm saying, cut yourself the fucking slack. Make it at least a year. Period.
Hold on. I got a rebuttal. How about? No. Trust me.
If you want to play it safe, bro, I've experienced this
shit, bro.
Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. But let me just put my 2 cents.
I say, go ahead, Roger. Go ahead.
Let me go ahead.
What are you trying to say, Roger?
All right. How about if the relationship? Because you know the girls do this, and they'll give this excuse. They'll be like, "Oh, the relationship was over before we even broke up," kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it was already dead.
That I agree.
And then when they break up, they're ready to.
That's too vague.
I mean,
I say it's
that already. I'm telling you, is a fucking red flag. Girls talking in fucking riddles at you, instant red flag. That's
I'm not saying that's my situation, but
an answer.
If a girl goes to you and she goes, "The shit was doomed before it started." Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Why does that mean anything to me at all? Literally anything.
That also sounds like she's trying to make excuses for that.
For what?
Shitty like relationship. Like I was already doing before, then why didn't you break up?
Yeah, it's not obviously it's not a great idea. I'm not saying it's a good idea, boys. I'm just saying what they say.
Yeah, no. Of course, I understand what Roger's trying to say.
That statement on its own is literally a red flag. I promise you guys. That's actually also another red flag.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know it's a red flag.
Yeah,
trust me. I've had girls say that to me where they like recently got in a relationship, or they're like fucking in a bad relationship, and they're like fucking talking to me or trying to get at me. I'm like, no, fuck off. Like this, I'm not gonna deal with that shit. You go do you. Deal with you first.
With both of you, I agree, but in the sense of like what Roger said, I agree, but like let's say, I say it's okay to date a girl that just got out, like, if we're gonna follow that red flag, I say it's okay to date a girl if she got dumped. If she got dumped,
I don't. I think that's worse. I think that's worse.
You think it's worse?
Usually girls.
Yeah, because then you're a rebound, son.
Usually the girls that are getting dumped are one looking for rebounds, two actually more emotionally damaged than the ones that did the dumping. That's why it's even more dangerous. But look, what I'm trying to say, I'm not saying that every fucking girl that had a recent breakup is like undateable.
Oh, of course.
I'm literally saying this to you guys, like as to the world out there, as a safety
no, it is.
net.
It is a good safety net.
This is
a safety.
A safety net to follow. I trust me, because the damage that a recent broken up relationship can do to a new relationship.
Oh hell yeah,
bro!
So massive and so dangerous. You do not want to.
I actually have a story on that.
Yeah, that's what I have the story on that. You can say yours, but I'm saying, boys out there, if you don't want to experience that, because that is one of the quickest ways to get into a dangerous relationship, and I say dangerous in the literal sense.
You gotta start washing somebody else's dirty dishes, son.
Yes, that is.
It's true though. It's true.
Safety net. If you fucking care about your well-being, and remember, there's plenty of fishes in the fucking sea, boys. That is a solid line to follow. Trust your boy, Y-Mom Andrew, on this one. 1 year.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I'll just, being the devil's advocate, as they say.
I won't say 1 year. I'll say 6 months. But
I would agree with 6 months. 6 months sounds good.
Tell me how it goes. Give it a shot.
I agree. I also agree with Andrew on the aspect of the part where it is the next, like, all right, let's say girl breaks up with guy or whatever, dates me. I could see where he's like, oh, it's the start of a disaster. I personally did experience that. It wasn't a disastrous relationship, but it definitely was frustrating in the beginning. With my ex, she broke up with her boyfriend to get with me. That was not the girl now, boys.
I'm making it out.
She broke up with her boyfriend to get with me. Yeah, and then that motherfucker wouldn't leave us alone, and that already was an annoying, rocky start to the relationship, because he would constantly like drive by her house. He would text her, call her, be annoying. So I see what you're saying in that aspect. If it's a recent relationship, it honestly shouldn't, like, you shouldn't go into it right away with her, because it could ruin the start of a relationship. I feel is the most important part of a relationship.
It is,
because let me set the tone. It sets the tone, because that's the truth. Any relationship is built, right? Any building, any creation in this world needs a solid foundation.
Solid foundation.
The foundation is the most important part.
You don't want to have something that's crumbling to the fucking bottom. That's not how structures work in this life.
You don't put feathers under your house. You put fucking bricks.
A relationship is built from the ground up, and if you're fucking starting on fucking uneven footing, uncertain footing, the problem with that is that it's always gonna also be in everyone's. For the rest of
it was in the back of my mind,
because you are standing on a fucking building that's been built for God knows how long, and you're always thinking, oh my God, what if it fucking breaks from the bottom any moment now?
It literally happened to me.
That's literally how toxicity happens in a relationship.
Yep.
And I didn't even know.
The thoughts that can't leave your head. Trust is the most important thing in a relationship, and those kinds of thoughts can poison and ruin trust so easily. Trust is something that needs to be taken way more seriously than people do. Nowadays especially, trust is sacred. It is a sacred
trust is very important
thing, and trust is easily destroyed, easily. And when you have those kinds of thoughts lingering in your head, it can rot the idea and the feeling of trust, especially over time. So again, the foundation, it matters way too much. You do not, and on top of this, why the fuck would you trust a hoe who's fucking looking for dudes after they just broke up? You know how stupid this bitch has to be? Straight up. That's fucking stupid.
Maybe she's
I feel you though. I feel you.
Straight up.
But what if she doesn't want a relationship? What if she just wants some,
Yeah, maybe she just wants to dick.
That's fine. Then the only risk you have is when you're fucking the dude pulling up and shooting you in your fucking mouth.
You're right. It's a dangerous world,
bro. No lie, that was on the back of my mind all the fucking time. Especially in the beginning of the relationship, when I would go and sleep over her house, I was like, what if homie pulls up here and I'm sleeping and he busts through the door? That this door sucks. I could fucking break into this door and just murders me right here. What am I gonna do? I was like, oh, this is for some piece of ass. Take her, bro. Just fucking take her. I ain't dying.
That's a good point, man. No, you're right.
It is a good point. Yeah, that's fucking scary. It's true. And that happens too, and especially out here in Miami, because out here in Miami, all y'all motherfuckers is hoes. I'm gonna let you all know now. I'm not saying just girls, boys too. Everyone out here is a hoe. Everyone. So here in Miami, everyone fucked everyone, and someone fucked that fucked that person, and it's always a fucking mess out here. That's the way shit goes out here. So 9 times out of 10, if you go on with that crazy bitch, she probably banged someone you know, and conflict will erupt because conflict and drama, that's how it goes out here for those type of relationships in the streets. If she belongs in the streets, don't put her in the streets.
So I stay on the sidewalk.
Stay on the sidewalk. I stay in my lane. That's the way I live my life. My lane.
Yeah, man, this is all founded in relationships, the structure, the foundation. It needs to be built on something.
Super important.
It needs to be built on something that you can confidently stand on. Period.
You guys think? What about any other red flags? I'm trying to think of one. While you guys go.
Trying to think of one.
I don't know. So a girl demanding your attention really early on, I guess. Getting angry when you don't text her early on.
Bro, yeah, that's annoying. I've been through that. I went through that in the beginning of quarantine, before quarantine started, like January last year, February. I was talking to this chick, and I didn't reply for an hour, maybe 2, 3, because I got busy.
Work and you doing shit.
Yeah, work, life, just things busy, bro. Texting is not all that fucking easy. Shit does happen in people's lives. We're grown fucking people. I need to get my attention to other things. If you really want to talk to me, FaceTime me and call me. If you really want to fucking really get in a deep conversation with me. Yeah. So whatever. Or not even take my time to reply. I got shit to do. What was my point? So yeah, I didn't reply for 2, 3 hours or whatever. And then she comes up with a salty ass, "Oh, I have a headache. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night." And I knew that was a jab, bro. I was like, this bitch really upset right now. I was getting a haircut, dog.
Yeah, no, that would be super
I was like, bro, this is the beginning. I don't even want. I cut that shit quick.
Especially in the beginning of the.
I literally told her. I nipped it in the butt from right there in that moment, and we stopped talking for 2, 3 months, and we talked again. But at that one specific moment, I was like, nah, I gotta tell her how I feel. Fuck this. Are you really upset with me right now? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I got a headache.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one because I actually agree. When girls get very clingy, in a sense that is a form of being clingy, but that's also it shows this childishness, right? It's
it is childish.
It's a very immature way of thinking about life, and the constant need to get back at you. That's a red flag.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is a red flag.
The constant anger over something so small, dude. If they can get that pissed over something so small, these are the kinds of girls that are gonna hold over that mistake you made for 20
years.
Bro,
obsessive ass girls.
But I'll play devil's advocate here. I think the ones that are willing to be upfront with you about
that's the best type.
The ones that say, I wish you talked to me. They're not playing any games.
That's communication and trust.
That's how me and my girlfriend are. She got something to say to me. She just tell me that shit. And I got something to say to her. I just tell her that shit.
Conversation and aren't scared of having the conversation and aren't playing games and dancing around the problem. If a girl can do that, then, bro, that's an amazing sign of maturity. Too, every relationship needs good communication. That's already a very good flag. Right, a green flag or whatever the fuck it is, and
green is good.
Green means go.
That means that you guys can actually solve problems instead of fucking playing these weird fucking childish games. So that's really good. So there's about. But if you guys talk about it and it stays the fucking same, then obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, me and my girl, we in the beginning of the relationship, we definitely talked about that. We're communication is key and stuff, and. We're just grown-ups. We understand if it's not me working on my computer, or maybe I have to take care of my little niece or something. I literally can't text and take care of my little niece.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I gotta pay attention to a child, and I respect her because she's really mature about it. She's like, oh, I understand. I just know that it's going off good off that just because of the communication part. We spoke about the issue. Well, it wasn't an issue because it wasn't something we brought up or anything, but we talked about oh, I'm busy. I can't constantly be on my phone. And she's like, oh, no worries, me too. She has a lot of calls and for her job or whatever. So we understand that. So it is very important. I agree totally. Yeah. You have to address it. anything that's bothering you in a relationship, I feel like you just have to address it.
You gotta bring it up.
You have to bring it up.
Because then you can't let it fester. You can't let it fester, and then you're just having conversations with yourself in your head about
exactly.
shit.
And then you're gonna be petty about it.
And then, like Andrew said, the fucking tower just keeps on going to bullshit.
And what if she doesn't even know it's bothering you? Like, what if she doesn't even know that I'm pissed about it? Or
then how are you gonna fix it? You're just gonna be pissed about it every time it happens? No.
Exactly. So I feel like if there's a problem in a relationship or anything like that, communication and trust, dude. Those are the biggest foundations right there. Those are the flags that you gotta find in a woman. You just look for maturity. I agree. Look for maturity. That's very important.
Yeah.
I can't think of a fucking red flag, man. Oh, fucking bad breath. I know it's a little simple, but to be honest,
hygiene is super important. Fuck that.
If I go up and meet with you on a date, and I give you a kiss on the cheek, and I open the door to the car or whatever the fuck the man bullshit is to do, right? And I don't smell like perfume or your cream, something nice. If I just smell your cats or your dog, I'm kind of gonna get turned off. I'll be honest.
Though.
If I smell your house, I don't want to know what your house smells like yet.
If I'm smelling nice, and I'm gonna be smelling nice.
Yeah, right. Because on a date, I try to look. You look your best. You fucking put cologne
on the regular.
You shave your beard. You brush your teeth before you go.
Yeah, exactly.
There's certain steps. Wash your balls. Wash your ass. There's certain things. Even a little spritz down there won't fucking hurt sometimes. You gotta do that type of shit. But hygiene, man. Hygiene really turns me off, man. If a girl has bad hygiene, holy shit, man.
Yeah, it's under me.
I've been on like 2 or 3 dates before that just the hygiene wasn't there, man. It just wasn't there. It was kind of gross.
Yeah, I've disappeared because someone had bad hygiene.
Take gum, take mints. If you don't know.
It's important.
Bring mints. Make sure you got the old DOBO.
Or just brush your teeth. Brush your teeth before you get out the fucking house on a date. It's simple as that. Brush your teeth real quick.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get mad at you for smelling minty fresh.
No, and like Robert's saying, like, the effort on its own is like, it means
it's appreciated.
something.
Yeah.
Like
Not only,
right
yeah, exactly.
The presentation.
It means something. Just the effort alone.
And taking care of yourself. If you can't take care of you and like make sure you looking clean, how are you gonna take care of me and make sure I'm looking clean?
Yeah, like ladies, just like what you ladies love when we get the fresh cut. With the fresh cut, fresh beer lineup, and we come out the barber with the cologne. You guys love that shit. You guys love when your man. I know I need a haircut too. I'm not gonna talk about that right now. It's not about me. So it's in general. I already got a date. So I'm like, just shave your shit up. If we're being presentable towards you, that's a red flag towards ladies too. Vice versa. If your man shows up on a date and he's wearing dirty ass fucking sneakers and he don't look like he tried or even smells kind of nice and he just smells like dank, don't fuck with him. Chances are he's already talking to someone else. Dirty sneakers are a number one in men. If your sneakers is dirty on a date, look at your man's feet right now. Turn around. I bet you're looking at him right now. He got dirty shoes on? That mother, I bet he got dirty shoes. Walk away from him. Walk away from him. Red flag. Shame him for having dirty shoes.
Shame podcast. Shame enabling podcast.
Shame. Like Game of Thrones, a little thing. Shame.
Yeah, it's important. Hygiene's important for both of the genders.
Like, this is also coming, like, for me, I'm not even, like, because some people might confuse this idea, very stupid people might confuse this idea for, being very superficial, because, especially with, like, these modern day movements where it's like, don't shame anyone for being gross or anything, like, like these body positivity movements, especially, kind of related to it. I'm not a superficial person at all. Like, Persian. See, I gotta slang it a bit so no one knows. I'm not saying what I actually mean, but I'm not a superficial person. But at the end of the day, even someone like me who doesn't really care about how most things look, and I don't care about like having like fancy things or having like things that look amazing or even fucking decorating my room, stuff like that. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Even I acknowledge how fucking important it is to present yourself well and to show that effort.
You have to.
It's very important. And first impressions, I agree. First impressions are also an extremely big deal. If you've lived long enough and if you've fucking gone to a job interview, you understand this alone. Dude, I'm the fucking god of first impressions. That's why I'm dangerous, bro. I'm so good at first impressions. You will be fucking, it's downhill from there. I'm sorry to tell you, man. There's no way around it, man. I'm too good at first impressions. I scare myself how good I am at them. When I watch
the first time I saw Andrew, I was in love. I saw Andrew and I
And
was
I
like,
wasn't even trying to impress you. And that's how
fucking
good it was.
arms.
It's fucking crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Andrew's
It's that
arms.
important.
Bro, another red flag? Well, it is kind of like on the good and bad date. But while on a date, if she treats the date like a fucking job interview, where she's like telling you, what are your
top
passions?
10 weaknesses?
What are your tech weaknesses? I care too much. That's the fucking dumbest fucking thing. I hate that fucking thing. What is your biggest weakness? I care too much. That's not a weakness.
She's trying to fill the gaps, bro. She, she's missing
She's
care
trying to
in
give
her
her
life.
actual weaknesses. She don't want to look bad.
Yeah, man.
I care too much. I care too much about
Yeah,
it.
people that piggyback too much on like those phrases, I think for me the red
Generic
flag is
thing.
lack of personality. Straight up, that's just a lack of personality. People that like fucking literally base these personalities off of these fucking catchphrases that are formed off through like memes or like online culture or like standard like shit you'll see in mainstream that everyone has heard before. Holy fuck, man! Like
Every friend's girl.
dude, every fucking girl I've ever swiped on that has what's
Friends?
it called? Looking for a good time, not a long time. Bye bye.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck what you're saying.
Oh.
If you say something that fucking stupid, I swear to God,
Jesus
I will
Christ.
never even look at you or talk to you ever in my fucking life. Dude, how can you be so okay with just being that lame? Literally, how can you be okay with being that fucking lame in this world?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
understand.
My red flag for that type of shit that I would just never swipe, like when I was on the dating apps, when I would never swipe on, was if they had their Cash App on their bio. I was like, all right, no. Get out of here.
Oh,
It ain't that type of
but
time.
she belongs in the streets, bro.
She's there for something else, though. She's there for advertisement, not for dating.
Yeah.
Or when they're fucking plugs or whatever. I'm only looking for weed.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're on a fucking dating app and if you're not there for networking, why would you ever swipe right on someone who has their everything's fucking posted on their fucking profile?
Okay.
Obviously, they're looking for something very different than you'd be looking for at the end of the day. So,
All right, what do you guys think are some good dates versus some bad dates? You guys have any? Have you guys had any shitty ass dates or some really really good dates you guys could think of?
I had a really, really good date. The first date with my lady right now.
Hey, let us know about it, man.
We actually went to Frost Science Museum.
Oh, that's cool. Too.
It's a nice little spot. You got activities and cool things to look at, and then we had a little picnic right by the park there. We played
Roger got romantic with it.
some
You got a
brain
basket with
quizzes
it?
games. No, we didn't have a basket. I had a duffel bag.
I
had some wine and
basket.
shit.
I had a duffel bag.
We had wine.
Roger's a real man.
We had like a little brain quiz book. Just doing puzzles and whatnot. Listening to some jams.
Oh shit, that sounds like for a first date. That sounds like a straight up like.
Was that the first time? Was that the first time you met her, or was that the first date?
That was the first official date. We had met like once before, just to like get coffee and hang out, kind of thing.
I don't know, for a first official date, that's
pretty cool.
It's cool, but I feel like that's something like you've been doing, like you've been dating for a while, and that's something like
that it just shows that their maturity and that they really dig each other for each other's company. That's what it shows.
We have to.
They didn't have to do anything extravagant. They went out and
it's not about being extravagant. It's
a nice brainful full event.
We went to discover some science things, and then had some.
Things are great.
And then after she touches pee-pee, whatever.
Oh, come on. It wasn't.
come on, Gene, you're losing the
Respect
plot.
my lady.
It's not the plot.
I mean, if you didn't get your pee-pee touched after, is it a date? Is it a good date? If you didn't get your pee-pee touched after?
Coming from Mr. Cornball gotta impress my girl when I fucking ask her out over here. Did you get my pee-pee touched?
I did get my pee-pee touched. Twice.
That's not the fucking point, boy.
Yeah, that was a good date.
Oh,
you have any good dates, Andrew? Oh, actually, no. Since you started on good dates, tell us a fucking terrible date. Give us a bad date. What was the worst date you've ever had?
She's probably had some bad ones.
Like I said, remember where my confidence comes from. I tend to have very good dates because I believe in myself when I go on dates. But I did have one date that actually was weird.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't call it
peculiar.
Bad. It ended bad. It ended bad. It ended bad. But it wasn't technically bad. It was definitely weird at the start, but it ended bad. So, first off, the reason this date was very weird, I guess I should fucking get to the very beginning because this is like, this whole thing.
Yeah, say the beginning,
I actually had matched with this chick on Tinder. I stopped using Tinder after this, by the way.
This was the last straw.
I had matched with this girl.
Bumble only.
Right? and we were talking for a good while, right? Also, this is one of those examples of me just fucking taking a red flag head on because I fucking felt like it.
Which red flag was this one?
I'm about to say it. So we were talking, we were having a good time on Tinder. We were talking it was great. Like the chemistry was there. I was having a good fucking time. I thought from a profile picture, I thought she was really fucking cute. Like, you know how girls can.
Yeah.
Catfish.
Well, anyone, not just girls, but like anyone can make themselves look really, really good.
Photoshop.
Great conversation, all that stuff. Then out of nowhere, chick fucking stops replying, ghosts me for like, I think it was at least a month or something like that.
Jeez.
And what's weird is that after like all this time had passed, she messages me again.
I remember that girl.
She goes to you and comes back.
Gene probably knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I remember that story.
She messages me again out of nowhere, and I'm like, now I have no obligation to be a good guy.
Hey.
Now I can have a guilt-free conscience from here on forward. That's literally how I thought of it. I am evil. That is how it is. So
hell yeah.
Automatically, you fucked up.
Testosterone.
You fucked up. The second you did that, you fucked up. Trust me, you fucked up. So I was like, all right, just like normal, dude. Happy old Drew. We're having a good time, just like nothing. Great. Just like I didn't just get ghosted for a whole month. I was like, yo, maybe I might get laid. This is fuck it, dude. This should be easy pickings at this point. Guilt-free pickings. So got back into the groove. Shortly after, talking like about a day or two, date. We went on a date. And the reason why this date was weird, well, aside from like the red flag of her like ghosting me, but the other one was I don't know if it's a red flag. It's just something that's weird. She actually said that she has to pick me up. Right?
What?
Yeah.
She's gonna fucking steal your fucking organ.
She refused to let me pick her up, to take her on.
I would have just asked her to meet up somewhere.
I mean, why don't we just meet her there? I don't think I trust her then.
Yeah,
picking me up.
Demanding to pick you up.
She insisted. She really did. She really insisted. I'm not even kidding on this because I'm pretty sure I recommend.
Yeah, but like, no, me either.
I don't remember that detail. I don't know if I said that. I might have. I feel like that's something I would have recommended because I'm very old school in that sense. Like that's why I'm finding this weird at all to begin with. Is because when I look at dating,
very old school chaps to be honest.
I am old school, like chauvinistic, all that
chivalry
stuff. Chivalrous.
Opening the door for them in the car.
All that type of stuff. I don't give a fuck, dude. That's just how I was raised. I don't care.
No.
Of course.
I found that
no shame in
weird,
it. No shame in it.
But I said, like, okay. I went along with it. So I was like, we're already fucking this deep. And so she actually fucking picked me up and went to.
Did she open the door for you?
What type of car did she have?
No.
Slap you on the ass when you walk through.
Right? She smacks your ass.
These are the problems.
Get it, beautiful.
Look good with me.
You look good today. Holy shit! Imagine that shit.
That run through your mind, right? These are the kinds of things that run through your head. Like, I don't want to get.
I would have checked for an Adam's apple.
Picked up on my first date. Yo, no. The worst part is, imagine that's like how your date start, like a true relationship starts. Imagine that, and like how'd you meet? Mommy, how'd you meet Daddy? I picked
his ass up.
I picked this bitch ass up.
On our first date, she's just like flexing.
I made him hold my pocket.
I picked that bitch up. And I took him to the park.
You don't want that origin story, boys. Trust me, all right? We gotta fucking.
And after that, I filled him up in the passenger seat.
Pride is all we have at the end of the day, boys, right? Oh, that's all we got at the end of the day. So.
Nah, but it is funny though.
It was
That's
weird.
fucking funny, man.
So she drove me there to the date. Normal fucking date. I was fucking Miami Beach. We went to Lincoln Road. So, but it was cold as fuck, which is I also was able to make a move on that because I found out recently that the reason she was picking me up was because she's actually someone who's had bad experiences herself. So the reason she picked me up is what she told me is that she doesn't want, especially after like a first date, for the person she's dating, who she's never met before, to know where she lives.
Okay.
Right?
So why don't they meet up?
Reasonable.
So that's why she had said that type of stuff, and I just played along. I really didn't care that much. I was like, okay.
She wanted the upper hand. She was just getting
perfectly fucking valid.
This comes the hands. I'll win.
I've met psycho bitches before. I'm sure she's probably met some fucking crazy ass dudes in her life.
Of course.
I mean, it's Tinder and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and that too.
They met weird men.
That was her reason, and for me, valid fucking reason. No complaints here.
It is a valid reason.
If you feel that way, that you generally don't want your first date to know where you live, so be it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good rule to have, by the way.
No, definitely.
Is that all ladies should do that?
You're just trying to fuck, go to a motel, dude. You don't want to fucking.
Yeah, all ladies should do that. Like, not necessarily pick the guy up, but if you meeting a person over the internet, please do not let them pick you up. Just meet whatever is you're going.
Meet at a public space.
Don't let them pick you up. All ladies.
Yeah,
that's just golden rule.
The problem is that same reasoning of her, like, you know, having bad experiences and being trauma is the reason why she ghosted me. She tried to like kind of correlate the two things, and at this point I was like, all right, shut the fuck up, say whatever.
Was she protecting her feelings?
I'll play along, something like that.
It sounds like an excuse.
I'll play along, whatever. One on the date, it was cold. Made my move. I was like, yeah, it's cold, you know. That's like Robert said, don't be gay, cuddle up. Don't be gay, cuddle up. That's what I did, bro. I said, don't be gay, cuddle up. No, I didn't say that, but you know.
Hey, yo, stop being gay and
let's be straight. Cuddle up right about now.
Let's be straight.
Cuddled up. Went very, very well. I think the problem is that I think the reason why this date went downhill and how it ended poorly when she had dropped me off, right? I think the problem was I was too good of a date. Literally, I think that was the fucking problem.
She didn't want to let go of you?
Yes. And
she wanted him to invite him inside. She's like, hey, he wanted her to pull the, you want to come inside?
That's literally what it was. And I was...
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that was literally the problem.
Yo, you played the girl completely.
I didn't play her.
I know, but in the sense of, you know, at the end of the day, she's the one that's supposed to say, like, oh, you want to come inside for some coffee or some shit?
Yeah, but...
I'm just saying that aspect. I'm not saying you literally were the girl.
So on this date, at the very end, I think the date went too fucking well or exceeded her expectations or something, because this is the girl who was telling me a second ago she's extremely wary, extremely fucking scared of dudes. It doesn't trust anyone, and when she drops me off, she's literally fucking making these moves on me aggressively, and I'm just there like, look, I'm giving her a look because I give good looks, bro. Like, I resonate my fucking, especially my negative feelings, man. Everyone knows this. If I'm fucking angry at you, you're gonna find out in 1 fucking second just by looking me in the eye. And this girl was
all in the eyebrows.
This girl was so goddamn oblivious. My fucking dude, my resting bitch face. Don't mind that. My fucking anger waves coming out didn't catch on to her. So I was like, oh my god, I have to actually fucking assert myself here, straight up. Like, I have to fucking tell this bitch what's up. I haven't done this in a minute. But remember what I said at the beginning.
I haven't done this.
No guilt. Boys.
She ghosted you, bro. She ghosted you. Nice guy Andrew's out.
That's why I was more than ready for this moment, bro. And I told her, hey, bitch, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. Never talk to me again, basically.
Holy shit.
Damn, bro.
You said that. That's a fucking.
Andrew went hard on her.
I wasn't that mean, but I said straight up, like, dude, we're not doing this. I looked her in the eye. I'm like, I'm not fucking you. I'm not bringing you into my house. First of all, we had talked about this sort of thing. Like, we were talking about this kind of thing. There was a pretty decent understanding going on here about our expectations of the first date, right? I'm not going to get into details of it, but trust me when I say the setting was, like, the idea of how this date was going to go down was definitely made. And when this girl was making her move on me,
she firmly grasped it?
It was very persistent, let's just say. And I thought I was making it very clear that I did not want this to escalate, and she really fucking pushed it. And when I say really pushed it, I mean really fucking pushed it.
She was hungry, man.
That was my first experience of, like, you know, a girl like,
aggressive.
you know, like,
give me the dick.
The flip end of the stereotype.
She wanted plátano.
Like, the flip end of the stereotype. I was on the opposite end of the stereotype for the very first time in my life. Damn. So it was awkward. I'm gonna be real. And that was a bad experience. I did not enjoy it at all.
I wouldn't enjoy it either. Shit.
But yeah, that's how it went.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If you don't want to, it's always awkward and just weird.
And again, like, at the end of the day, I didn't have to be scared or anything, but it was weird. It was really awkward being in that position where it's like, okay, this is getting fucking completely out of hand.
Yeah.
And if the problem with that is that if it kept getting out of hand, I would have gotten really out of hand. You know, my patience is very, very fucking limited for those kinds of interactions. And that was, like, this close to getting fucking way too serious. Like, this fucking close. But yeah. That's just how it is, man. So that's
a bad fucking date.
Yeah, that's how that
was a good date going fucking bad, man. Yeah. She sounded like she wanted to rape you, son.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like on my end of things, dude.
Like, she literally wanted to rape you, dude. You know what, she firmly grasped it, winked at you, and said, "Come here, big boy."
Let me in your house. Listen, rules to live by. Never date a girl who wants to drive you somewhere on your first date.
Yo, for real. Actually, boom.
You know what? We don't need to test these results.
We got our own wheels.
What data point One data point is all we need, boys. We're fucking scientists.
You pick me up? I guess we need.
Never again shall I date a girl who's gonna try to drive me on our first date. Fuck that shit.
Dude, a bad. I think I've had like, it wasn't a bad date. I was just mostly bored, because like I dated so I met this girl because we went to I went to like a happy hour with my sister, and one of my sister's friends brought her along. And that girl was just giving me the eye. Yeah, she was giving me the eye like the whole night. Like it was like a happy hour, everyone was dancing, and I knew she was itching for me to dance.
You snapped it back.
Everybody's already taking a little drink.
Yeah, I mean, I was already like 3 margaritas and everyone was looking beautiful to me. And I had just recently broken up with my ex at the time. Like it was like a month after, maybe 2. Yeah. So whatever. I asked her to dance because especially at the point in the guy's life where he just broke up with his ex or got dumped or whatever. He's free basically. He's thinking, not only to distract yourself, but like, I already went through pain. If she trusts me, if she says no to me, it's not gonna hurt. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt. So I was like, fuck it, bro. Fucking, I'm ask her. I don't go fuck. I ask her to dance, whatever, dancing. And as I'm dancing with this chick, right, like she's like fucking like giving me like the eye, bro. And I was like, is this what it's like out there, like in the streets? I was like, can I just do this shit? And she's looking at me, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm a plan. I was drunk as fuck. I don't really do that shit. Anyone that knows me knows me drunk and me sober, 2 completely different people. I was drunk as fuck. I was, the confidence was through the roof. Alcohol was in the brain. I was like, I'm gonna plan one on her. I don't even know this girl. Plan one on her. Boom. I want to see what would happen. I had to test you have to test waters, boys. You have to test waters. If she would have smacked me, it would have been a lesson. But I learned. Whatever. So I kissed her. Blah blah blah. I asked just check out on a date. We go on a date the day after, or whatever. And mind you, this girl is a little older than me. But I don't find that to be a problem. She was 31. She was 31. I think.
A little bit more than a little older than you, but all right.
Well, my whole life I've been around older women. I literally talk to 30-year-olds all the fucking time. Like it's not like a thing. Yeah, I'm okay with older women. It doesn't bother me. Well, whatever. I went up, but that wasn't even a problem, and it wasn't a problem of miscommunication. It wasn't a problem of immaturity or not being mature or whatever. It was just that this girl did nothing with her life, but literally work. So I'm over here sitting, and I'm like, oh, I like doing this. My I have some hobbies. Are you interested in anything? Have you traveled anywhere? You know, like I don't know. Like I want to know about you, but you know,
especially since she's 30. You know, she's
kind of
lived
also
already.
a red flag, ladies. It's also a fucking red flag, ladies. If you are on a date with a guy, and you, honest to God, know that you are boring, honest to God, if you know you really don't do much all day but work and watch Friends, don't tell them that. Kind of, I don't know, make yourself look kind of interesting. Have some goals and aspirations in life. I couldn't stand being on that date because I'm talking and everything was like, I'm lame, I don't know. I'm this, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Like putting herself down. Like I'm like, yo, this is like the biggest insecurity, weirdest shit ever. I was like, you don't, like, I can't even talk to you about like, I don't know, fucking, you don't have anything on the side you like doing, bro? It makes no fucking sense. You literally want to go to work. And then she started fucking talking about work. Bro, I met you yesterday. You're talking about your job and talking about people that I literally don't know. Literally, I don't know these people. I'm not gonna find this funny like you do. I can't relate to your story. I don't know Janine. Yeah, I don't fucking know who Janine's like. Fuck that. And I was just staring at her and I'm like, wow, I want to go home. But she kept, when she got on the subject of work, she wouldn't shut the fuck up. And I wanted to shoot my goddamn brains out. I dropped her off at home. And I was like, please, I was just hoping, like, to get out. I didn't even want sex or nothing. I was like, we didn't even kiss the date. I literally kissed her when we were on the dance floor and all that shit. Like, did all that.
When you were like, drunk and able to deal with the shit?
When I was drunk. But then when the date it was like a stale ass, no holding hands, no kissing, no none of that. It was it was such a weird fucking experience. But, you know, in life you have to have those experiences. But that was fucking, that has to be one of the worst dates I've actually been on. That was pretty fucking bad.
That's interesting that you say, because, you know, I'm not gonna be this guy that's like, yes, if you're fucking boring to me, I'm not gonna date you, right? Like Gina's saying, she was boring, had nothing to talk about other than
I don't like boring girls.
But like, what is that day old saying, man? You gotta learn to love yourself before you could love someone else.
Yeah. Huh?
Yes.
That means confident in yourself, calling yourself dumb. And
you have to be secure.
Yeah, people that are constantly putting themselves down, dude.
Bro, the whole date, Andrew, the whole date, man. Putting yourself down.
Like severe insecurity issues, those are not okay. Insecurity issues, like severe ones, are, for one, they're very obvious when they're happening. Like they're very, very obvious and blatant, and there's a fucking sign on their head saying that I'm completely fucking insecure. And I'm gonna be real, for a standard, like normal dude, in my opinion, you don't want to be looking for fucking extremely insecure people to date, because that is like such an extra fucking like load that's gonna be
on your shoulders,
strenuous. Yeah, and dude, if they can't help themselves, it is a weird thing to, because this is what some people do. They feel like they can help these people. Bro, you don't even fucking know these people like that. So really fucking dig down and help these people from the fucking bottom up, deal with these like.
It works both ways,
no, of course, yeah.
Yeah, these fucking like especially like, because you don't know how deep rooted these insecurities can be, bro. These could be from like fucking
for sure
5-year-olds. Like this could be fucking stemming from since they were toddlers. Bro, you're not a fucking psychologist. The fuck, you're not a psychologist, man. So if girls, like right off the bat, they're constantly talking about how insecure they are and how much they hate themselves, and not on the other side too, like if a fucking dude is talking like that to a girl, that's not going to be attractive, right? Like for the most part, that's not going to be very attractive. Not. You don't really want to.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, my dick little, look at me.
Yeah, you don't really want to date.
That's gonna get her excited.
Yeah, who hate them,
right?
It's not good. Now, if someone is attracted to that sort of thing, that's a red flag. I'm gonna be real. If you're fucking attracted,
then you're just a fucking predator.
You're looking for somebody to be dependent on them.
Yeah, you are more than likely a control freak, narcissistic fucking psychopath.
You're a predator.
More than likely, you're probably
a predator.
You're probably there's probably some little abusive mentality going on in your head if you find that sort of thing attractive, or if you're interested in those kinds of people. I'm gonna be honest with you. Those kinds of problems,
those people.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Go ahead. I was saying like those type of people that like fucking like they date someone that is totally toxic towards them, but they're trying to stick around because no, they could change. I could help. Like they're treating me like dirt, but I love them. It's like no, that doesn't help. It doesn't work right.
Yeah, because
you can't be Captain Save a Ho. You just can't be Captain Save a Ho. Don't save no hoes.
People that have like severe insecurities, they also tend to be very self-destructive people, right?
Yeah.
And self-destructive. The problem with being self-destructive is that you're okay with you being your own enemy, right? You're okay with making bad decisions. So they go. It's like I feel like it's mostly an unconscious thing. When they like depend on someone, they can kind of be like, all right, now I can, I made the bad choice. I got in a relationship when I shouldn't have, right? When I clearly shouldn't have. When I have serious issues of my own to fix. So if all things go downhill, and they inevitably will, and they crash and burn, I'm just gonna blame myself like I always do, because I fucking hate myself, right? That's the way. That's the way.
Just goes gets worse and worse.
Anyways, I don't give a shit if I fucking got in a relationship I knew I was gonna doom from the start, because they hate themselves. They literally do.
Yeah, I think it also makes it easier for like the other partner to have like a
to abuse them.
Yeah, to abuse that insecurity and like use it as a tool.
Yeah, you have the upper hand. If you're a shithead, you'll have the upper hand. You'll just hold it against them. And like, oh, you can't leave me because and you hold over the insecurity.
I'm going when they called you pretty, type of thing.
Yeah, stupid shit like that. Like, oh, who else is gonna see you the way I see you? Like that, it literally right there.
Who else is gonna love you like I love you? You can't leave.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, they probably don't even love them the way they should be treated, anyways, half the time.
Nah. Exactly. You know what's interesting? Because let's talk politics, like modern day culture, a little bit here. So what's an interesting correlation here is that nowadays you have the like the women's rights movements of being very emboldened. Women are becoming like reaching really high levels of social status, wealth.
Shout out to the women. Shout out to the women.
So that is an interesting thing. So now there's less of these kinds of women who are
depending on others,
insecure, hate themselves. The good thing here is that this like woman empowerment movement, where women are advancing so much in society, becoming self-dependent, all this kind of thing, is that there is a less likelihood of a woman like, having to feel the need to depend on someone, right? And being okay with lives being ruined by another person. Because by default, if you're striving towards success, right? If you have the mentality of succeeding, advancing forward in life, these are probably not things that you're really truly struggling with. I'm not saying like all the time, but I'm saying It's less likely.
Yeah, it's general.
You have the mindset to push forward and improve yourself, right?
Yeah.
You have the mindset embedded. So there is that like good side, like this really really good thing that's coming from like this woman empowerment is like now you have relationships that start on solid footing if let's be fair here, if the woman wants it to be, because you're also running into this modern day problem where women of higher social status, and there's a lot of them, are not dating down. You know, that's actually a very modern problem too. Women, like let's say fucking CEOs, women, business women, when they make a lot of money, highly educated, a lot of them are not going to date dudes that are less educated, making less money than them. That's
because they don't want no gold diggers.
That's the you know the other side.
I think it also might be on the dudes end of thing as well, because dudes are just willing. They usually date on lower status.
No, that's funny. It comes full circle, doesn't it? Because a dude with insecurities, right? A dude with insecurities would end up like being the girl with the insecurities in this scenario. It would literally come full circle in that way. But there's two ends. There's the people that are too, like, their heads are too fucking inflated and they don't understand what a relationship is. Like I was saying, the psychopaths that are willing to fucking date like insecure people, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the people that are too self-deprecating to really, you know, have a nice, balanced, healthy relationship. But yeah, like I'm saying, with the women empowerment movement, it's an interesting dynamic where now you have so many more women who are, you know, they're not insecure. They're very confident in themselves. You know, they know what they're capable of. They know their worth, and they're looking for these relationships. But then it also comes with the dark side or the flip side, where a lot of these women are not dating down. Straight up, these women will not date down. They will not date less educated men or less wealthy men.
Can you blame them?
Yeah, they worked really hard to get into the position that they're in. I wouldn't want to fucking.
Whatever they find attractive.
Yeah.
No, but then that's their problem, isn't it? That's literally becomes their own problem. Now, bro, how many fucking CEOs do you think there are in the fucking world?
A lot.
Think about it.
Probably. But not enough. Probably not enough.
Not enough for all these women? Do you think so? Do you think
especially when they, because a lot of CEOs, I feel like
they don't need us anymore, man. They can already make babies without us.
It's true. Technically, in the future, they won't need us.
Yeah, I think the CEOs that they're looking for don't really need empowered women, because they're probably used to like
man, our sperm donors
being in power. Dealing with somebody else in power is probably, or like probably easier just to date a model and do that fucking same bullshit that all CEOs do. Type of thing.
Date model men, but bro.
No, for men. So CEOs, the type of girls that are high-end are looking for, it's probably easy for them to just do the same shit all the other dudes do. Just date a model, have like a trophy wife. So it gives it less options for those girls in the first place. It's just harder for them to meet somebody like a similar status to them.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Kind of like an actor dating like a normal person.
Look, you guys have to think of it this way. You guys have to think of it this way.
Nah, that doesn't happen often.
What are the odds that a man who's a CEO wants to date another CEO woman? If you were a CEO, would you want to date another CEO woman? Right now, tell me.
That's a power couple.
Would you want to?
Depends.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Like, I mind it. Double the money.
What are you looking for in that relationship?
But there are a lot of CEOs who are looking for like somebody to.
So let's say you're a man. You're a man who's busy, so busy, insane responsibility. You got like 90% of your life is invested in fucking work, like a majority of your life. Are you really looking for another woman who's in the same situation as you, where their entire life?
Most of them are looking for somebody to have at home.
Okay, and I'm not saying this. I'm not trying to sound like this sexist pig where you're like these CEOs are looking for housewives, but I'm saying, what are the odds that a man who is a CEO is looking for another CEO? Why would they? What is the point of looking for another CEO? Is there a reason? Is there a good reason that you'd look for another millionaire? Why?
You don't need the money. So
I wouldn't look for a millionaire. That's the thing. This is me. I wouldn't look for a millionaire. I would just
wouldn't look for one. Why would you look for one? Is there a reason?
Yeah.
I can't think of a reason why. If you are an unbelievably successful person, that you'd be like, I need to find someone who is also unbelievably successful because
first of all, that pool's already small as shit.
Yeah, exactly. I see what you're saying. Yeah, of course. It would be a stupid thing to look for.
If you're going with that mentality, you're not gonna find anyone you actually like. You should like them regardless if they're for richer or fucking poor. It says it in the goddamn thing.
So what is that? That's what I'm trying to say. So now that you're having all these women that are like extremely successful, if they're not willing to date down, they're not gonna date as much as they would probably hope to, right? If they're not willing to date down, extremely successful women, you know, empowered women, feminist movement, dude, most CEOs are not dating other CEO women by default. So if you're looking for, if a CEO woman or like extremely successful woman is looking for someone of equal or higher status, her pool is already limited to begin with, and then it's extremely more limited because the people of that exact same status are not looking for them. They're not by default. So that's just something. That's just an interesting way to look at like how it relates to like modern day politics and
I know what you mean.
That's just a tangent, but interesting thought.
Trying to get a sugar mama, man.
Interesting thought. Hey, man.
You guys ever get those DMs on Instagram?
Sign me up. Sugar mama.
You guys ever got those?
I never got a sugar mama DM.
I've got a couple.
I know they're fake bots, but it's just funny as fuck when I get them. It's like, hey,
I think I got one real one. I think I got one real one once.
For real?
Like,
a real one?
On the dating app, yeah. One real one. I should have responded, man. I'm gonna be real.
Should have, man. I told you the older ladies will teach you a thing or two, man. They'll teach you, man.
And they'll pay good.
For real, what if she wanted to literally buy you a car?
I fucked up.
I take a car.
I'll take a car.
I'll take a car, maybe two.
No,
how do you think after like a first date, how do you think the girl conversations happen? How do they talk about us in a way? Because I know how it happens with us, and I want to give our 2 cents on what we think when we come back from a date. But first date, all right, let's go with us first before we talk about the women. First date, after a date, how would you describe a date in the guy way? If that makes any sense. I don't even know if that makes any sense.
A really obvious answer. Did I smash or not? Was this lady annoying? I don't know. Did she catfish me?
Was this lady annoying?
And Robert, I would just say honestly what happened. That's usually what I go by.
Yeah, I usually say the same shit too. I don't get so much sausage, so like manly into like
all those things happen, right? So if I did get catfished after the date, I'm thinking I just got fucking catfished.
Yeah, of course.
Right? That type of shit.
Yeah.
So those like the list. Like, I didn't get catfished. I don't think about it then. Right? Those type of shit.
Sometimes, especially like on the bad date, as soon as I got back, I was just thinking like, holy fuck, thank God it's over.
Yeah, if it's
it's about goddamn time. I wanted to drop this chick off home maybe 40 minutes ago. Or please.
I usually don't have.
Actually, kind of funny. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. What
were you saying?
I
was thinking shit, Roger.
This is the fucking problem with this fucking shit Discord shit. Nah, go ahead.
The delay in this fucking thing. You wanna go, Roger? Go.
I'll decide. I will fix this.
All right, Andrew picks who goes.
I have this. Roger, go.
Okay,
I agree with it.
Alright, so I was gonna say like I usually like when I was in the dating scene, I didn't really have like that many bad dates. I had like a couple where I just wanted to fucking go home as soon as possible. So I never really had like that kind of problem.
Yeah, I've never had bad dates. I had boring ones though.
Now, Gene.
Well, I was saying on the point of the whole guy conversation versus girl conversation, like the things that a girl. All right, you get home from a date, you tell your homeboy, yo, I just went on a date, right? Girls, when they get home on a date, they tell their girlfriends, yo, I just went on a date. Touching on that, it's actually, I don't know, have you guys ever seen the movie Grease?
Grease?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
The musical? So, like, in the beginning, good job. In the beginning, when they do that song that Roger's trying to sing, it's like, girls are asking the girl, is like, oh, was he nice?
Did he have a car?
Yeah, like say that, and then the boys would ask, "Did you get very far? Did she put out basically?"
Okay. So is the question what your friends ask you as a guy? I think that'd be a better way to look at it. What your friends are asking.
I didn't know how to word the question.
What are your friends asking?
Know how to word the question.
What are male friends asking their other male friends when they come back from a date, as opposed to what female friends ask their female friends? What happened?
Was she hot?
Yes.
Did you smash? And
the first thing I always asked Roger every time he went on a date was, "Did they touch your pee-pee?" That's like the only thing I think I've ever. Every time Roger's like, "Oh, I went on a date with this girl last week" or whatever, the only thing was like, "Oh, you get your pee-pee touched?" I think that's the first.
Yeah.
I don't even ask him how it goes. Like, you get your pee-pee touched, and I'm like, okay.
Dude, why do I feel like I smell weed or taste weed every time I drink a Heineken? Have you guys ever?
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
It depends. I feel that way on certain plastics. I don't know, when I smell some plastics, I'm like, oh, it smells like bud.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Back to the topic. I think it's actually important not just asking like the questions your friends ask, because that's also like you're missing a very big point. Like, what are you personally willing to talk about after your first date.
Well, that's
No,
true
you're right.
too.
And I think
Well, if you talk to your close friends.
I think the biggest point, aside from how close you are with your friends, or even if you're super close with your friends, like if it's not something you're comfortable talking about, it doesn't matter,
No,
right?
exactly.
At the end of the day. But I think a really big deciding factor on what you are willing to talk about after a first date with your homies, like your closest friends, is whether or not the date went good or bad.
Yeah, that's true.
If a date went well, super well, how much are you willing to talk about it? If a date went poorly, what type of things are you going to talk about? Dude, let's be real, if a date went poorly, you're going to talk all the fucking shit in the world.
Yeah.
You don't
I was about to say I would talk more about the bad date. Yeah.
You have nothing to lose, first of all.
Hell no.
You're in the shit talking mood. You're fucking pissed. You want to let it out.
Hell yeah.
Then
you got to vent.
Boys. You go to your
I wasted $60. How dare she not touch my pee-pee?
Yeah. One thing I'm gonna say this. I don't know. This might sound a little sexist, but from my personal experiences,
these are all memes.
Girls are still willing to talk shit even after a very good date.
Really?
They're still willing to point out a lot of negative things.
Good to what stands?
Because they want to protect themselves.
They pay. I think.
Or they look at all the details.
Women pay a lot of attention.
Yeah, women pay a lot of attention.
They do. You can't fucking mess this up.
Certain things that you would like, men. I genuinely think they're not paying attention to a lot of these things that women literally do. Women pay attention to a lot of things that you'd never expect them to.
Yep.
I've seen this before
real,
from one of my relationships because like one of my ex-girlfriends, she would be very, very open with me, even towards about the negative things, like really dark shit that you normally wouldn't say to someone. She'd tell me everything, right? Like even the shit you don't want to hear, right?
Like what?
Old people burning. Old people burning. The dark shit.
Even if if you're having a fucking happy, loving relationship and it's like going really well, they'll still talk all the fucking shit. They'll still say negative things about their partner. They'll still point out the flaws. From what I've seen, girls have this.
I've seen that.
Gossip is a fucking real thing for girls, and they like.
Girls love gossip.
Like negative gossip is a real fucking thing in these combos, man. I'm telling you, man. They'll point out negative things no matter what. Like because I'm saying this from personal experience. Like us, whenever we've had amazing dates or whatever, I've never heard one of us say a fucking terrible thing of a fucking girl they just love. Like. While they're with them, Gene has never talked shit about his exes who like while he was with them and he was super happy. Never. I've never heard a fucking negative word come out of his like even if it is negative, it's like minuscule.
Not small, like stupid shit.
Like shit that like arbitrary meaning.
She got mad at me.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, girls pay too much attention to detail. Little too much attention to detail. It's actually kind of fucking scary how much attention they.
Yeah, man, they don't miss a beat.
Things. They see things.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. Wash your sneakers when you go on a date.
That's probably a good tip.
They see that shit.
That's why I don't be slipping up. You know what I mean?
Dude,
always fresh.
My girl don't talk
baby.
shit.
Yeah, dude, this is why dudes are always like on alert with these kinds of things. Like people that are like dating, like good daters, bro. You're careful. Good dudes are careful. Good dudes that know how to
tread lightly
are careful men, and they know how to tread lightly. They really try to avoid making mistakes. Maybe women don't realize this about us, but we're like thinking about these things a lot because we know how fucking.
And then we make mistakes anyways because we're stupid.
Yeah, we know how deadly, how deep a woman's word can cut. We know. Who else would know other than us? We're the ones that these
women's words
snatched apart.
So, yeah, we don't talk about it much, but man, women's words are dangerous, and they know how to fucking.
They hurt.
They really want to, and they know how to. Trust me.
Yo, when a girl wants to hurt your feelings, she could love you. She could love the shit out of you, right? But one day she really pissed her off.
Why is that? Let's get into it. Why do the girls' words hold more weight than?
Okay, we'll bring it right back. I'll bring it full circle. When a woman wants to crush you, she will. You know why?
She will. Totally.
A toxic relationship, dangerous stuff with bad footing. When those relationships are,
they know your insecurities.
They know your insecurities, and they will directly attack them viciously, without any remorse, and they will do it with pride. They will do it with pride. I promise you, they will.
I've seen that.
No,
I've seen it too.
What for me, like from my experience, because I know Gene probably has had some similar experiences with like, starting off a rocky relationship from a girl who had a breakup. Like later down the line, when things are already going dramatically downhill, like really fucking fast. I remember one of the dude. I don't take these things like to fucking heart because I went in with the mentality where I'm taking this red flags fucking head first, and I knew what I was getting myself into. I really did. But it was
You're ready for the roller coaster.
Dude, I'm a curious fucking guy, dude. I like seeing this type of shit firsthand. I really do.
You want to see the world burn?
Curiosity killed the cat, Andrew.
Dude just wants to go through bad shit.
No, I just find people really interesting. I find how different and how like willing some people are to act on some things really interesting. That's why I'll do this shit. I don't care. I'll fucking suffer if I have to, dude. I think it's very interesting. For me, I think it's helped me understand people more than I ever could. But this is not something that ended up surprising me. But this fucking girl, like, looks me in the fucking eye one day when she really wanted to fucking hurt me. Dude, I found it so stupid because it was so obvious. But this girl fucking looks at me and is like, my ex would have done this. Like, straight up, like, just like that. The way I fucking...
That's some childish ass shit, though.
Right there and then.
Yeah, wow, right there I would have answered something, but I was like, be with that motherfucker then, you idiot.
Yeah, we're like, go hop on that motherfucker's dick. See how you
hop on him, leave me alone.
My ex would have done that. Like, no, that's how far it would go. And I mean, at that point, it's
obviously so wow.
For me, it's so silly. I'm thankful that I'm like, I'm an emotionally mature enough person where I'm not gonna fucking like, bitch. No, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. But you know, like,
get in her face. Yeah, let me do this. I'm kidding. Don't do that. I'm kidding. Memes.
Let's say I wasn't an emotionally stable person, and I was someone who was easily manipulated, or easily hurt, or easily kept down, like pushed down.
Yeah, imagine you're emotionally unstable,
dude. That is a deadly weapon to fucking use. That is a deadly attack for someone who you think you have like emotional control over.
You're right. No, you're right.
I've seen it firsthand. I have seen it.
She was trying to grab you by the balls, Andrew.
Yeah,
that's what she was trying to do. Control you. She was trying to control you.
That's what I'm saying. 1 year mark, boys. When I say it, you motherfuckers out there were stupid enough to not understand my warnings. Women can be fucking dangerous in ways that you never expect. Ways you never expect. When they want to fucking hurt you, they have ways of hurting you. Like we have our ways of hurting people, right? Dude, they have ways that you would never see coming. Like in a fucking million.
They always take out your secrets in front of everyone. Why?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like in these like group chats, private. Yeah. And these group chats,
those private. Those between us.
They do talk about really fucking like personal stuff that you would never want them to talk to their friends about.
Yeah.
For me, if I had a girlfriend, I'd never talk about her like personal secrets to my friends and stuff.
Yeah, it's between y'all. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I'm telling you. I don't care how sexist it sounds. Women are 100% more willing to do that. 100%. 100%.
It depends. You're looking for the wrong lady, man. I don't know. I got
no, but he's just talking in general.
No.
Especially in Miami, most girls are like
that. I can definitely understand in Miami.
There's gems out there. I mean, my lady's a gem. Roger's lady's a gem. You know, the gems.
I'm talking on like a base instinct.
No, yeah.
Are more possessive.
Yeah, we feel you.
They're more possessive and they're more like, you know, like security is an important thing. It's like the mentality they have about women is like a protective, possessive, you know, I'm talking like fucking base unga bunga instincts, right?
Yeah, like fucking caveman shit, basically. I know what you mean.
Testosterone shit. You want to protect, you want to provide, you want to like, you know, secure something, you want to control something.
Like protect, hunt, kill.
Unga bunga stuff, right? Women care more about understanding and empathy and emotions. So these are the kinds of topics that are more important to them. Of course, more personal details are going to be brought up in conversations because they value these empathy, personal conversations, emotional conversations, like understanding and caring and all these things where men are more possessive, more, you know, controlling, more aggressive and like, you know, secure. They don't want to fucking like talk about these personal fucking weird details about their girlfriends that they never tell to anyone else. Like dudes don't fucking do that. They just don't.
Especially don't tell her I have wet dreams.
Especially if they're in a happy relationship, right? Yeah. Even if the relationship even if a relationship falls to shit, they're still not going to talk about like the very fucking fine personal details of the shit that they'd never talk to anyone about. Bro,
don't tell them I come quick.
I'm not. And again, I'm speaking in general terms.
There's
always
I don't come quick.
I do think that like our base instincts play into these kinds of conversations after the first date, especially after the first date. That's how
first date talks, man.
That's how I see it. Yeah, much more willing to talk shit if it went to fucking shit. If it was a great date, I'll be like, yo, bro, amazing date. I love this bitch. She's fucking awesome.
Never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
It was cute, romantic, We fucking stared at the sunset. Oh my fucking god, dude. It was nice, dude. I went home with a smile on my face. And that's about it.
Legit.
As it goes. Quite frank.
I mean, if we go back a couple fucking episodes when I went on not a couple episodes, it was like a while ago. Like episode 2, 3, I think. Mostly 3 or 4, I think. Don't quote me on it. I talked about when I went on the first date with my girl, and exactly the way I said it to you guys and to the audience is the exact same way I would have done it in private. Like it was the first time you guys even heard the story in the first place. So that right there is already an example. Like if the date goes well, we're not gonna, harp or bash anything that did bother or something like that.
Yeah, of course not.
Why would I do that? We were like, hell yeah, the date was awesome. I'm gonna
focus on the positive things.
And I have a big smile face. Of course, dude. I'm gonna hone in on that. Then we're gonna cut it right here.
This is the end of episode 15 of the 3 a.m. Boys. This was a good episode, boys. I think we got into a lot of good stuff. We missed Andres this episode. Again, happy birthday, Andres. We love you.
Happy
birthday, Andres. We love you. Give him all the hearts out there.
Hope you had a great
Hopefully you hear this episode where we tell you we love you.
He probably hates us from now on.
He probably hates us.
No matter how much
yeah, me too, Andres.
That's true too. You're stuck with us, Andres. Go fuck yourself.
So, across the goddamn country, we gonna love you, and we ain't ever gonna stop loving you,
bitch.
We ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
How it's gonna be. Deal with it, motherfucker. It's the love you fucking stuck with.
And with that, follow the 3 a.m. Boys on Instagram. I guess Twitter. We don't really fuck with that, but Twitter and all that good stuff. DM us, man. If you guys want to talk, DM us, man. Drop a like in the YouTube comment. Drop a like, all that good YouTube stuff. Page. Subscribe to the boys, man. You guys
hit
don't
the
like
bell.
us? You guys don't like us? Hit the bell. You know what's up. You seen every YouTube channel out there. Hit the bell to subscribe.
It's free.
Comment. I'll talk to you. I won't
comment.
Talk
to you.
I won't talk to you.
I will.
There's a chance.
If you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you.
If I'm in the mood, if I'm particularly lonely, I might just talk to you. Otherwise, good.
Or maybe I'm busy. Who knows? Leave a comment anyways.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Bye. Yeah, boys.